Okay, this is going to help you understand what we're calling the BX3 experience and how it relates to the basic starter kit. So if you look into the kits, our available kits, starting with the basic starter kit, that's like every other company has, just it's a very limited way to join the company. You cannot build an organization, you cannot build a team, you cannot earn overrides over a team because you can't build one. But it is a way that you can actually join and retail a company's products. Now, included in that basic starter kit will be the stuff that you expect to get, the compensation plan document, rules and regulations, and that stuff, but also some guidance, so some guidance and information designed to help you be effective. And then for the good companies, they spend some time and effort and make that part of the content, that part of the starter kit, as effective as they can so that you can be productive quickly or fast. What we're doing is we're going to do our version of that, but on steroids. So this is only for the initial launch team. This is the final perk for being involved in the AlphaLoop pre-launch period, is that we're going to take that first phase, that ever so critical getting started section, and instead of just giving you the basic starter kit for those that are joining us as brand new reps, we're turning that into an actual interactive experience designed to help you do a few things. One is designed to, in very small tasks, and I'm going to walk through what the program will be like. If you follow these small tasks, you will end up your first month having a team in place, a check in place, and knowing the process and having credibility and all the things that are required for you to be successful. So we're actually making that an interactive experience. Why BX3? The meaning behind the name is, as we went through our research and preparation of our supporting product documents and videos and the effort that we required for us to launch as AlphaLoop, obviously we looked at a lot of other things that are out there, and it really dawned on us how common it is, including ourselves, for companies to use some type of growth scenario example, some type of compensation scenario example. Every company has their version. Some companies say, hey, if you get two, they get two, they get two. Other companies say three, they get three, or whatever it is. They come up with a scenario so that you can start to get your mind around the potential of the companies for your team growing and what that might mean to you financially. What we decided to do is to actually try to give people an opportunity to live that. So we, in our compensation videos, have built models around 3 getting 3. You get your 3, and then you help each one of those individuals get their 3. It's going to push you through the compensation plan. It's going to push you through all the promotions, etc. So we have our version of what every other company has. What we're going to do a little bit different, though, the BX3 experience, is our last effort to help you, as you launch with this company, be that example, be that 3. So the goal of these tasks we're going to give people that want to play the game is, if you do these tasks through completion, the goal is to have given you enough of the right little bite-sized chunks of activity so you personally end up with your 3 and each one of those 3 having their 3. The reason why this is so powerful if you decide to play this game, and I hope you do, is that when you go to the market, when we've launched and you go to the market and you're showing people these compensation scenarios, when you can say, that example is what my personal experience was, that's going to be very powerful, very, very powerful. Plus, it's also going to prove to you that you can do it, which means you can build any check in this organization you want. It's going to also prove to people that are looking at you or considering joining you that you are, in fact, credible. It's going to make your conviction and your power and your excitement about sharing the potential of our compensation plan or our business. It's going to really light you up, because you will be living proof that that can be done and that you have the capacity and the willingness and the ability to help people. So when we launch, on launch day, we're going to start the BX3 experience, right? And the way we're going to work it is it's 30 days worth of tasks, but it's given in sets of three. We're really going to ingrain this idea of three. So you're going to get three tasks that you need to accomplish, and they're going to be things that you have already been taught or trained on how to do. But you're going to be given three tasks, doing probably some instructions, some insight around those three tasks. And then you will have 3 days to complete those three tasks. And then 3 days later, you will get the next three tasks. And then 3 days later, the next three. And then at the end of that 30-day period, hopefully you will have checked the box. You will have become the example. BX3 is to become the example of three. It is a very powerful thing. For those of you that have the desire and quest to become a leader, your goal should be to not only BX3 become the example yourself, but to start to build language around how many people on your team you have helped become that three example, become BX3. Because that's going to give you very high credibility as a leader. So these tasks and these instructions are going to be a combination of input and feedback and guidance from experts in growing teams fast, and internet marketers, brand builders, a lot of different things. But these tasks are going to be very concise and very easy to do. It's going to take just the call itself, where you get the task, it's going to probably be less than 15 minutes long. But the task, I will be as blunt as I can possibly be with you. They're going to be simple things to do, but it's going to be completely up to you to do them, to find a way in the reality of your world to make those tasks happen. If you do that, if you can find a way to stay on path, then we're putting you on a path to be very, very, very successful. Now, this BX3 experience is just for the initial launch group of AlphaLoop. We're doing this in real time. One is because the loop aspect of what we do, we can, as we gauge people's performance and results, we can see where different focuses and different efforts need to be made in future coming tasks, and we can make those adjustments in real time. And then at the end of that BX3 time period, when people join AlphaLoop, what they're going to get is that basic starter kit is going to be the document version of the BX3 experience. They're still going to get that kit, and then that kit's going to be the 30 tasks. It's going to be the tasks and length and maybe some audios to what they need to do, but it will not be live. It will not be a coaching session. It's going to be up to them, and they're going to be on their own to make it happen. Now, as a leader, it's going to be a powerful tool you can use, because after you've gone through the BX3 experience and you have people join, then you can coach them through the process. And your simple act of building the business will be, hey, be holding them accountable to the three tasks. Hey, these are your three tasks. I'm going to call you back in 3 days and see where you are. So we're excited about this last benefit for being a part of our pre-launch. We hope that you understand the value of it and participate. But there is nothing more powerful, probably, in terms of what can make you successful in the industry of direct sales network marketing, especially if you're brand new. The most powerful thing in the world is your personal story based on your personal experience. And if you can do this simple task of getting three and helping them get the three, and then you can use the language of, I am that example of the first month compensation plan scenario was my personal experience, then you're gonna open up an entire new world of credibility. You're going to be perceived in a completely different light. So there you have it. That's the instructions. That's the introduction to what's coming. That's my personal challenge to you. That's my thank you in advance for all the people that we're leveraging to make this BX3 experience the most useful and valuable that we can. We hope that people are geared up and ready to go. And we hope that you are excited to jump into this thing and make the first part your first month. You got to make this your deal. You gotta be on a very hard mission to be able to look back and say, okay, my first month in the business, I made X dollars. That's going to be very, very powerful. And it's going to lend a massive amount of credibility to everything you're involved with. And if you can become that three example, because a lot of our examples moving forward will be based on that three getting three. And when you'll be able to start off by saying that my very first month in the business, this was my personal experience, then you're going to have a lot easier time having people be open-minded to this industry if they're new to it, open-minded to the company if they're just hearing about it, and most importantly, open-minded to you. So, for those of you that are about to embark on your earning participation with us here at AlphaLoop, I'm ready to get excited with you. I'm excited to be a part of that experience. I think that in itself is a unique innovation on just handing people something to get started with. The long-term goals of the company, just so you know how this works, is because once we do it, we're going to have the BX3, the basic starter kit as the document, starting the next month, right? So what we will do is probably every quarter we might have a BX3 upgrade event where we take that 30-day month period and let everybody that wants to participate in us taking those tasks and making them even better. And we're going to build this into the corporate culture. We're going to continue to do this. So think about if we did that once a quarter, it would be taking that experience and making it taking 3 more times in the year to fine-tune those tasks and to bringing what's really current and relevant given real-life market conditions, what's going on out there in the marketplace. So our getting started process can always be accurate, can always be effective, can always be current. So welcome to the BX3 experience. We're excited and we're about to kick it off. So stand by.